Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, the notorious H.I.M, and I am back with another BDSP Wi-Fi battle for you. I'm using the team that I was using before from a few weeks ago, featuring the Crawdaunt. The last time I used this team against Just Weavile, Crawdaunt got absolutely destroyed, bro. So I had to get some more battles with this team just so I could showcase how powerful Crawdaunt really is, bro. Like, Crawdaunt is an absolute problem. So looking at his team, he doesn't really have a switch into Crawdaunt. So Garlic Butter, truth say, he gonna have him a good time with this battle. These lobster tails, they're going for $40 a pop, so you better knock it off, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and get this big knockoff on something. He decides he's gonna go out into the Torterra here, and truth say, that's probably the best play he can make, because I was definitely gonna kill that that Snorlax. Absolutely. Adaptability boosted Crawdaunt is an absolute problem, bro. And I got the choice band on this, bro. Like, look at this. Yo, look at these big meaty lobster claws, bro. Like, this thing is an absolute unit, bro. But obviously, I know I can't stay into the Torterra. Obviously, I have to get up out of here. So I have to make a choice, right? Like, I don't want to get earthquaked. So I decide, you know what? Let's go out into Garlic Butter. He's probably, to Sears the Rotom-Mow here, because that's obviously gonna be the best play. If he goes for the earthquake, I'ma dodge this, and that's exactly what he does. He goes for that big earthquake, and now I have a choice, right? I could Volt Switch, predicting him to switch. I could Leaf Storm, predicting something else to come in. And that's what I do. As long as this big Torterra here is around, I can't Volt Switch freely. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this big damage off. And I am choice spec, so you really don't want that smoke. Obviously, this big Snorlax here, I don't think he's especially defensive, so he definitely wouldn't have taken that much if he was. So he's more probably offensive. He's probably running the Adamant Nature or something like that. So I decide, you know what? I could very easily go out into Vaporeon. Vaporeon would be definitely a good play, but I don't want it to get paralyzed, right? Like, there's a lot of things that I like to do with Vaporeon, and being paralyzed just cripples him immensely. So I don't want that smoke. I decided let's go out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring a big Thousand Eyes in here, bro, to take whatever he goes for. He's probably gonna go for a big body slam. So that's exactly what he does. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed, but that does immense damage, bro. Like, obviously Thousand Eyes is my special wall, so I really shouldn't expect much from that, but now I get a chance to get up Stealth Rocks. I can start probably getting up some some screens. I really could do anything, right? Like, Thousand Eyes is really here just to lay traps and make it easier for everybody else. He's the ultimate assist man, and this big Snorlax gets a big crunch off of me and does immense damage, bro. Knocks me down to 15 HP, bro. That's probably like 10% health. So I'm like, yo, I can't take another one, but luckily I am faster, right? And that's important because I could at least get off a screen. And again, if this goes down, nothing wants to come in to a choice banded Crawdaunt. So he goes ahead, he gets the big crunch off. Obviously, it's gonna do enough to KO me from this range. But now in comes the Crawdaunt. What do you do now, right? Like, you obviously want to save this, right? Like, you don't want this going down. You don't want the Snorlax to be killed off here. Like, so what do you really do? Like, you have to make a play here, right? Like, if you allow this Snorlax to go down right now, that's a huge mistake. So you have to go out to something. So I decide, you know what? Garlic Butter puts in the immense pressure, bro. Like, go ahead. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna knock you off, bro. What are you gonna do? There is absolutely nothing you can do, bro. I'm gonna put these paws all over you, these claws all over you, bro. Knock it off. So I go ahead and get a big knockoff on. Obviously, this Torterra wasn't able to do much in this battle. Like, sorry, Torterra, but you are out of the way. I actually really do like Torterra, so it's a shame that I gotta beat up on this Torterra, but them's the rules, bro. Somebody gotta go down, right? And it's gotta be you. I'm sorry. I choose me every time. So I go ahead and I get this big knockoff, and now he can pretty much bring in whatever. So he goes ahead and brings in Rambo, the Hitmontop. I know this thing outspeeds, right? Obviously, I'm locked into the knockoff, and I don't believe I would survive even a Mach Punch from this thing, so I have to get up out of here. But that's really the way you want to play with Crawdaunt. He wants to come in, get a big hit, and then get up out of there, right? So I decide, you know what? I'm going to go out into Sears here because, I don't want him to close combat and, and get immense damage off on on a Heatran or something. So I decided let's go on to Sears here. If anything, I could just get a Volt Switch or, you know, get a big Leaf Storm off. He goes ahead and fakes out. So that's not too much of a big deal. He's Life Orb, so he's going to lose more health than anything here. But now I could just very easily Leaf Storm, right? Like nothing wants to come in and take a Choice Specs Leaf Storm from this thing. So what are you gonna do, right? Like, are you gonna allow that to, you know, dampen you, bro? Like, are you gonna allow Rambo to go down to this Leaf Storm? You know, so I don't think he wants to do that. He brings back in the Snorlax, and just look at this, bro. Look at why it's so important sometimes to run that Choice Specs, bro. Don't forget about this. Look at this. Look at this damage to a Snorlax, bro. Like, look at this thing. Obviously, from this range, I know I can 2-hit KO, so he really doesn't want to stay in here, or he's just going to lose this thing. Like, I don't know if he wants to save this. I don't know why he would, but he decides to withdraw here, and now comes in, I believe he brings in the Skarmory. Yep, he makes the Skarmory play. Obviously, that's a good play for my opponent because he's definitely a threat with that Brave Bird, right? Or that Drill Peck. Whatever he ends up packing, I don't want that smoke. Not with Sears, right? I could very easily start Volt Switching around later on, so I'm going to decide to save Sears here. And honestly, I think the best play here is to put some immense pressure on this thing. Yo, Magma Mouth is about to come out here and put some immense pressure. He doesn't want to stay in. Like, looking at my opponent's tendencies, bro, like, he wants to preserve mine. He doesn't want to lose anything basically for free, so he decides to go ahead and get a big defog off, which is fine. You know, I am running a double Stealth Rocks because I got the Stealth Rocks on Magma Mouth here. So he's probably going to predict me to go for a Lava Plume, and that would be, honestly, a great play. Like, there would be nothing wrong with making that play, but I think he's going to go out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this big Stealth Rock off and hurt him coming back in. I really don't care to deal with this thing, and out comes Gary the Snail. This thing is absolutely a threat. I don't want to take a Scald. I don't want to take an Earth Power from this thing. You know, I really don't want to deal with this thing, and you know, I very easily could just go out into Vaporeon here, go up, but I decide, you know what? Let's get that pressure built back up, bro. Let's get Garlic Butter in here because this thing not gonna want to take a knockoff either. So what does he decide to do? He goes ahead and gets a big Earth Power off, and that does a lot, bro. Like, that does like over half, probably like 55% to me. So I'm clicking the knockoff, bro. Like, I'm still at a range where I don't have to come in and just Aqua Jet immediately. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this big knockoff off, and goodbye Snorlax. You wasn't gonna live it even from here, bro. I doubt it, bro. Like, it would do immense damage to a Snorlax to get hit by an Adaptability Choice Banded Crawdaunt knockoff. Like, there's so many factors up against you, bro. You really don't want that smoke. In comes the Infernape, and I can't stay in, right? Like, I don't know if he's packing the priority, but I sure am. So if anything, I can go out, and if he kills something, I can bring back in Garlic Butter and threaten the Aqua Jet. Probably go for it because I would have no choice, but I decided let's go out into Vaporeon. Vaporeon could definitely live anything that this thing does, but he shows me the Mach Punch, which means if he comes in with Crawdaunt one-on-one, I lose this. So I have to figure out a creative way to get this monkey up out of here, get him slipping on those bananas that he's so famously named for. So he could very easily just go out into Gary the Snail here. Obviously, you know, those things could just pack the Storm Drain, so and eat up any stalls that I do. So I decide, you know what, I'm gonna make a better play here. I'm gonna think on my feet here. I'm gonna use my brain here, and I'm gonna go for a big wish here in the face of this Gary the Snail. Gary can't do anything to me. I know he's predicting me to go for that big skull, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this wish off, and now I can just pass it to whoever. So I'm thinking the best person to probably pass this to is either gonna be Sears, you know, so I can threaten this thing with a Leaf Storm, or, you know, bring in Crawdaunt, you know. So I really could do anything I want, but I'm more inclined to go into the Sears play because, true say, if he's packing the Ice Beam, that would be amazing tech, bro. Like, he would definitely get a round of applause for that, bro. But I'm gonna go ahead and go out into Sears here, and I'm gonna take whatever he wants, which is the Earth Power. I'm just getting these predictions right because just looking at his tendencies, I know what he wants to do, bro. The wish comes true, and now I'm thinking, okay, I could very well Leaf Storm, but he's gonna switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this big Volt Switch off, and nothing really wants to take that, and it's gonna give me momentum. And that's the most important part of this battle, is building up as much momentum. In comes the Skarmory, so I make the correct read, bro. Like, I'm a like playing on 10 right now. Like, I'm getting every read correct, bro. So I go ahead and get a big Volt switch off, and that lands a crit. It really didn't matter, true say. I'm choice spec, so I know that didn't matter. And now I can just bring something else into be a ultra threat, bro. Like, true say, Garlic Butter could come in right now, but I know he has the Infernape. So I'm thinking, you know what, the best play to probably make is probably bring in the Stag, the Pinsir here, because true say, even if he brings in Infernape, the only way Infernape is gonna beat this thing is if it's Choice Scarf. If it's Choice Bandit or Life Orb or anything like that, this thing is done, bro. Like, there's no way that this thing is gonna be able to take me out. But of course, he's getting those Stealth Rock damage, so luckily I stopped his Defogger from being able to do anything for me. And now I'm gonna get a big Earthquake off. This thing can't survive, bro. I'm Choice Specs. I mean, I'm Choice Scarf, so I'm fast and everything. And now I'm gonna get these Moxie boosts, bro. Like, Pinsir is a beast, bro. Like, I don't know what people talk about. Like, Heracross is definitely a beast, but do not sleep on my man Pinsir here. This Moxie boost is dangerous, bro, and you do not want that smoke. True say, bro. Like, I got a Moxie boost. I'm fast as hell. Nothing else coming in wants to deal with this thing. Pinsir could very easily just clean up from here, bro. I don't know if Rambo's gonna be able to do it, you know, and he's not rocking the Intimidate, so you're gonna get a big Moxie boosted Earthquake, and I don't know how that's gonna do for you. So he's only got 2 months left, so I will say right now, definitely guys, if you haven't done so already, please rate, comment, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. Join the club, guys. We are on our way to 200 subscribers, so let's go ahead and get this channel up, bro. Let's do it. Like, share, subscribe, all that. He goes ahead and gets the Sucker Punch off, but obviously he's Life Orb, so that's only gonna weaken you more, bro. This is gonna just put you down, bro. Like, you're not gonna be able to survive this Earthquake, so that's fine. And I now get another Moxie boost. So what are you gonna really do? Like, it's gonna take something extremely bulky for you to live this thing. I could very easily just clean this battle up the rest of the way with Stag here. So this is his last mod. Like, what is he gonna really do? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and get this big Earthquake off, and you're probably gonna die to this. So I could very easily bring in like Vaporeon, predicting like a Scald or something, but like, I'm gonna go for the game, bro. I have the Moxie boost. I'm predicting this to just straight out kill it, but he lives, bro. Like, for whatever reason, he's still bulky enough to live, and he goes ahead and gets a big Scald, throws some hot water in my face, and down goes Stag. So you hate to see it, but definitely appreciate what Stag was able to bring to this battle, and the game is obviously over, bro. Like, nothing else is gonna be able to outspeed the rest of the mons I got. I got this one in the bag. The W is imminent, bro, so I definitely appreciate it. You guys enjoy the rest of the battle. Garlic Butter about to clean this up with a huge knockoff, and I'm out. Peace!